As we enter play today in Game 8 of the Payoff Pitch Dream Season, there are 5 teams tied in third place in the American League playoff race, pennant race. Tied at 4-3 as we enter Game 8. 2 of those, and this is third place in the American League right now at this time. So there's 5 teams tied in third place at 4-3 in the American League. 2 of them are playing in this game today. It's the 1983 White Sox, winners of the American League West Division, against the 1964 New York Yankees, the American League pennant winners and World Series losers to the St. Louis Cardinals. On the mound for the White Sox, Brit Burns, pitching in Yankee Stadium, and he, of course, later in his career became a Yankee. In 1983, he was 10-11 with a 3.58 earned run average in 26 starts, 175, I think that says, 173 innings pitched. He was a left-hander and a good one. For the 1964 Yankees, on the mound today, Ralph Terry, nearing the end of the line, I guess you could say. But 14 games started, 2 complete games, 115 innings pitched, 7-11 record with a 4.54 earned run average. He will be on a short leash. This series is a must-win for both teams. They've got to keep pace with the other teams battling for playoff spots in the American League. Yesterday, Floyd Bannister beat Jim Bouton 1-0 in a route-going performance, a complete game shutout for the White Sox. Today, the Yankees want revenge. The teams are tied at 4-3. Let's give you the lineups for the visiting 1983 Chicago White Sox. It's Rudy Law in center field leading off. Carlton Fisk batting second and catching. Harold Baines batting third in right field. Greg Luzinski batting fourth at first base. We'll talk more about that in the game. Ron Kittle batting fifth in left field. Vance Law batting sixth at third base. Jerry Dubzinski batting seventh at shortstop. And Julio Cruz batting eighth at second base. On the mound and batting ninth, Brit Burns. For the 64 Yankees, it's Tom Tresh leading off in left field. Bobby Richardson batting second at second base. Roger Maris batting third in right field. Mickey Mantle batting fourth in center field. Elston Howard batting fifth and catching. Joe Pepitone batting sixth at first base. Clete Boyer batting seventh at third base. And Tony Kubek batting eighth at shortstop. Batting ninth and on the mound, it's Ralph Terry. And he is finishing his warm-up tosses, and we are ready to go in the first inning. It's Rudy Law leading off for the White Sox. And here comes the first pitch. It's grounded on the second base to Bobby Richardson, who throws to Joe Pepitone for the out. And we are underway in Yankee Stadium. Up second, Carlton Fisk. And the White Sox offense in 1983 really took off after Tony La Russa, remember him, put Carlton Fisk in the number 2 slot in the batting order. Here comes Terry's pitch. He struck him out. That's 2 down in the first. And now Harold Baines, the Hall of Famer. Hanger from Terry, and Baines to right and deep. Maris to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Baines has left the building, and so has Elvis. It's 1-0 White Sox. Greg Luzinski at first base. Late in the 1983 season, Tony La Russa realized that if the White Sox were to make the World Series, there would be no DH. And so Luzinski got some games in at first base so that he could be a little bit familiar with the spot. He had played a little first base previously in his career, but was not a Gold Glove. And so I'm taking a little bit of a chance by putting him at first in this one, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I pay a price for that. The pitch from Terry is a strikeout, so Terry gets 2 strikeouts but gives up a long home run to Harold Baines in the first. It's 1-0 White Sox as we go to the bottom of the first. Burns ready to face Tresh, Richardson, and Maris for the Yankees. Pitch from Burns. Tresh grounds this one to Luzinski. He charges and throws to Luzinski, and that is 1 out in the first. Now it's Bobby Richardson. Richardson hit .242 against lefties in 64. And this one's lined to left for a base hit. He's aboard for Maris. Maris, .233 against lefties. The pitch from Burns. Lifted in the air to center. Rudy Law back a few steps, but he does have room, and that's 2 gone. And now Mickey Mantle, .424 against left-handers. He draws a walk. There's 2 on now for Howard. Burns in a first-inning jam, but he does have 2 outs. Howard, .338 against lefties. Burns to the belt. The pitch is a base hit for Howard. Richardson puts on the brakes as Baines charges it in good shape. So the bases are dripping with Yankees as Pepitone comes to the plate. Joe, .269 against lefties. Burns to the belt. The pitch home is trouble. That's a base hit. That's a base hit for Pepitone. Right up the middle. Law charges and gets the throw in. We are tied at 1 as Mantle puts the brakes on at third base. Boyer coming to the plate. 1-1 is our score. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. It's Mantle at third, Howard at second, Pepitone at first, and Boyer at the plate with a .244 average against lefties. Burns to the belt. The pitch. Grounded to second. That's Julio Cruz, who's going to flip to Luzinski for the 3rd out in the first inning. So the Yankees threaten and come through with a run on 3 hits. They leave 3, however, a golden opportunity for a knockout blow in the first round, but they do not capitalize. We are tied, however, at 1 as we go to the second inning. Terry back out on the mound. Kittle, Vance Law, and Jerry Luzinski coming up for the White Sox in the second. And this is a base hit to left for Kittle. He's on. We might have a slugfest. Yesterday, 1-0. Today, maybe a slugfest. Vance Law at the plate, .214 against right-handers. Lifted in the air to right. Maris coming on. He will make the catch. That's 1 gone. In the second, Kittle returns to first base. Luzinski stands in, only .194 against right-handers. Ground ball second base, ground ball shortstop, Kubek to Richardson to Pepitone, and that is a Yankee soul-crushing, rally-killing double play in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-1 in the Bronx. Kubek, Terry, and Tresh coming up for New York. Burns, the wind, the pitch to Tony Kubek. Hey, struck him out, 1 gone in the second. Both teams want the game. Both teams need the game. Ralph Terry coming to the plate now with 1 out and nobody on. Terry hits it hard to right. Baines on the run will get there, and that's 2 gone in the second inning. So Tresh comes up with two out and nobody aboard. .246 for Tom. Ground ball, second base, Cruz throws to Luzinski, and that retires the Yankees in the second. We're tied at 1 as we go to the third. Terry faces Cruz, Burns, and the top of the order with Rudy Law. Julio Cruz in-season acquisition by the 83 Sox. Roland Hemond got him for Tony Bernazard from the Mariners, and it also helped to spark the club. 238 versus righties for Cruz. They call him Juice. This is a grounder to first. Pepitone's going to take it himself, and that's one gone. Brit Burns against Terry. Terry's wind and the pitch, and this is trouble. Burns actually got contact. It's down the left field line. It's past Boyer. It's going to get down to the corner. Burns is going to run, if that's the word I'm looking for, to second base for a double. And it's 1 out, and Burns in scoring position for Rudy Law. Ralph Houck, I'm sorry, not Ralph Houck, Yogi Berra in the Yankee dugout on the top step watching carefully. Rudy Law stands in. Terry's pitch is a long single. Center field, Mantle cuts it off. Burns around third. He will be held at third, and first and third now for Fisk. Law at first. He stole 77 on the season. Fisk at the plate, a double play target, if they can get him to hit it on the ground. Law works on his lead. Burns at third, Rudy Law at first, Fisk at the plate, Ralph Terry to the belt. The pitch. Hanger, lined a base hit. Fisk to left field. It's 2-1 White Sox as Burns scores on the Fisk single. Tresh throws it in. Rudy Law stops at second base. And the Sox have it going. Ralph Terry in trouble. First and second. Rudy Law at second. Carlton Fisk at first. Baines at the plate. He homered in the first. Excuse me. Only one man out. Terry to the belt. The pitch to Baines is a ground ball to third. That's Boyer. He fumbles it, grabs it, throws to first, gets Baines by half a step. The runners move up. Law is safe at third. Fisk is safe at second. There's runners at second and third with 2 outs for Luzinski, the White Sox first baseman today. The White Sox lead 2-1. Terry to the belt. The pitch home to the bull. He draws ball 4, and that will load the bases with White Sox for Kittle, who has the power to hit it out of any park, even Yankee Stadium's left field. Ron 252 against right-handers. In 1983, there's 2 men out. There's bases full of Sox. Rudy Law at third, Carlton Fisk at second, Greg Luzinski at first. Terry, the pitch to Kittle. Grounded to third. Cleat Boyer gloves it. He's going to step on the bag for the out. So both teams have squandered bases loaded opportunities, but the Sox do bring a run home. On a Carlton Fisk single, 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 3. It's 2-1 White Sox as we go to the bottom of the third. Bobby Richardson, Roger Maris, and Mickey Mantle coming to the plate for those Yankees. Burns, the pitch. Hit in the air to left. Kittle coming on. And it's not pretty, but he makes the catch. There's 1 gone. Maris, the pitch from Burns. Lifted in the air to left. Kittle's going to go back a few steps, but he will make the catch. There's 2 gone, and now Mantle walked in the first. The pitch to Mickey, to center, and deep. Law, back to the track. He's got it for out number 3 in the third. We've played 3 in the Bronx. It's 2-1 White Sox. Each team fighting for a chance to be tied for second place going into tomorrow's action. So they both want this game. And every win is important. It's only an 18-game season. We've played 7 games so far. Both teams at 4-3. Both teams tied with 3 other clubs for third place. Game 1 of the series went to the White Sox. We'll see what happens here in Game 2. Vance Law, Jerry Dubzinski, Julio Cruz in the top of the 4th. The pitch to Law is hung. Law drives it to left. It's going to split Tresh and Mantle and roll to the wall. Vance is going to get a double out of this. He had 21 of them on the season. And now Dubzinski comes up. 0 for 1 on the day with a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play in the second. Dubzinski stands in against Terry. There's nobody out. Vance Law works on his lead at second base. The pitch to Jerry. Hit to center. Mantle coming in. Makes the catch. Dubzinski does not advance. Law to third. We'll see if that ends up hurting him. Cruz is 0 for 1. He's in there now. The pitch from Terry. Walks him. There's 2 men aboard for Brit Burns, who doubled and scored in the third. Are they going to ask Burns to bunt? Terry to the belt. The pitch, Burns squares to bunt. He gets it down, and it's fielded by Pepitone, who's going to flip to Richardson for the out at first. Vance Law moves to third. Julio Cruz moves to second. And Rudy Law stands in now with 2 outs and 2 in scoring position. Terry in trouble again. Can he get out of it? Excuse me. Excuse me. Too much vaping. Terry to the belt. The pitch home. Is grounded to Boyer. Cleat throws to Pepitone in time to get Rudy Law, and that retires the Sox in the 4th. Men left on base everywhere. 7 left on base by the White Sox in 4 innings in this one. Yankees have left 3 in 3 innings. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Howard, Pepitone, and Boyer for the Yankees. 2-1 White Sox. Burns, the wind, the pitch. Ground ball shortstop. Dubzinski takes it. He throws to Luzinski, and that is 1 gone in the 4th. Pepitone is 1 for 1 on the day. He stands in there now against Burns, and he strikes out. 2 gone. Burns now with a nice string of 9 outs in a row through the Yankee order. These lefties can be tough on the Yankees. Boyer's 0 for 1. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch is hit in the air to right. It's going to drive Baines back, but he's going to make the play for the 10th out for Burns in a row. We've played 4. It's 2-1 White Sox in the Bronx. Ralph Terry back on the mound. He has danced with the devil all day long. Fisk, Baines, and Luzinski are up, hoping to knock him out of there this inning. 2-1 White Sox. Yogi pacing in the Yankee dugout. The pitch from Terry is hit to Mantle in center. Fisk hits it to Mantle. It's in right center, and Mantle makes the play for the first out. Harold Baines is 1 for 2 with a dong in the first. The pitch to him. Ground ball third. It's Boyer. He throws to Pepitone, and there's 2 gone. Luzinski 0 for 1 with a walk and a whiff on his ledger for the day. He takes ball 4, and he's aboard with 2 outs for Kittle. Ron is 1 for 2. Terry again playing with fire. The pitch. Grounded to third. Boyer goes the short way to Richardson, and that will retire the Sox in the 5th. We're halfway home. It's 2-1 White Sox as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Let's get a word from one of our sponsors. It's Furman's Spaghetti Sauce. If you're looking for bland spaghetti sauce, I'm talking about spaghetti sauce that tastes like ketchup. Furman's is for you. It's Italian style. We know that because the label tells us so. Italian style spaghetti sauce. Let's check the nutrition facts. Total fat, 1%. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 0. Carbs, 4%. Taste, 0. Furman's. If you want bland, it's for you. All right. Bottom of the 5th. Burns back out on the mound. It's Kubek, Terry, and Tresh coming up. In the Yankee 5th, they need a run to tie. Burns the wind, the pitch. Hit to right, Baines back, but he will make the catch in front of the warning track. 1 gone. Ralph Terry coming up. He has been crudely effective in this game, so he will get to bat. Even though he's down a run, it's only 2-1. The pitch from Burns. Hey, struck him out, 2 gone. That's 12 in a row for the White Sox left-hander. And now Tom Tresh. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch to Tresh. Hit to center. Rudy Law on the run into left center. On the run. He will get there. And that will retire the Yankees in this 5th. Burns doing what he does. Shutting down those Yankees. 2-1 White Sox as we go to the 6th. It's Vance Law, Jerry Dubzinski, Julio Cruz. It's a tight one in the Bronx. Vance Law 1 for 2 with a double. The pitch. He lines it to left for a base hit. He's 2 for 3. And now Dubzinski comes to the plate. Jerry's 0 for 2. They could have him bunt, but that puts him in scoring position for Juice Cruz and Brit Burns. We'll see what they do. Law takes his lead. Terry to the belt. The pitch home. He's not bunting. It is a line drive base hit to center. That's going to take Law to second base. And that's going to get Yogi on the phone to the bullpen. Raleigh Sheldon warming up. No, I don't know. No, he's not warming up. They're going to have somebody else warm up. It's going to be... boy, oh boy. You really got to mix and match with this Yankee bullpen. You really got to do it. It's going to be Stan Williams throwing, not throwing up, but throwing in the Yankee bullpen with a nod to Jerry Coleman on that one. And Ralph Kiner. I think Kiner said it too, doing a Mets game. Vance Law at second. Jerry Dubzinski at first. Julio Cruz coming to the plate. Terry in trouble again in this one, hanging on to a 2-1 deficit. Cruz at the plate, also a good bunter, but Burns in the middle of this is not handy. Terry to the belt, the pitch to Cruz. Hey, struck him out. There's 1 gone, and now Burns. Terry to the belt, the pitch to Brit. He gets it down. It's bunted at Pepitone. Pepitone gloves it. and fumbles it. He tries to get it out of his glove and drops the ball. Burns runs, if that's the word I'm looking for, to first base safely. Law makes third. Luzinski makes second. Everybody is safe with one man out, and Terry in another bases-loaded jam. Berra vaping in the dugout. Rudy Law at the plate, 1 for 3. Terry to the belt. Bases dripping with White Sox. The pitch from Terry to Law. Lifted to center. Lifted to center. Mantle is driven back. Vance Law is tagging at third base. Checking Mantle's arm. They're sending Law. There's 2 outs. They're sending Law. Vance Law. There's a big difference. Vance Law tagging. Vance Law gonna be bluffing, and he returns to third. Oh. So with 2 outs, they're still loaded for Fisk. Can Berra stand to watch anymore? Fisk to the belt. He's still vaping in the dugout. Not Fisk, Berra. Fisk is trying to hit. Terry to the belt. It's Vance Law at third. Jerry Luzinski at second, and Brit Burns at first. The pitch to Fisk with 2 gone. He smashes it on the ground to Kubek. Diving stop for Tony. A flip to Richardson. He beats Burns, getting to second, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Ralph Terry dances with the devil one more time, and the Sox blow a bases-dripping opportunity. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-1 White Sox. Let's count the runners left on base. It's 11. 11 White Sox left on base in 6 innings. At what point does that come home to roost? It's Bobby Richardson, Roger Maris, and Mickey Mantle coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th for the Yankees. This is Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball. Burns has retired 13 men in a row. Yes, 13 men in a row. The pitch to Richardson. This is to Cruz. Juice dives and makes the play to his left. He gets up. He throws to Luzinski. Gets Richardson by a step at first. Maris to the plate. 14 in a row for Burns. The pitch from Burns to Maris is lifted to right and deep. Baines back to the wall. He's got it. One more biscuit for breakfast, and Roger ties this game, but he can't. It's still 2-1, and Mickey Mantle coming to the plate with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch from Burns. He walks Mickey. The string is broken at 15 in a row. 2 outs. Mantle at first for Elston Howard. Now Tony La Russa gets out his vaping materials. Howard at the plate. The pitch from Burns. Is a base hit to left. Mantle has to stop at second even as Kittle gets the ball back in to the infield. So it's 2 outs, Mantle at second, Howard at first for Pepitone. Joe is 1 for 2 with a strikeout on the day. Can Pepitone come through against Burns and tie this game? Can he deliver Mantle from third? Hit to left, Kittle toward the line. He runs, he's got it, and the White Sox escape damage in the 6th. After 6 complete, it's 2-1 White Sox in a game both teams want badly. La Russa takes one more drag off the vape and puts it down and gives it to pitching coach Dave Duncan, who needs a drag of his own. We're going to the 7th. It's Harold Baines, Greg Luzinski, Ron Kittle. the meat of the White Sox order. Can they deliver an insurance run against Terry? Stan Williams is up again in the Yankee bullpen. Baines, the pitch from Terry. To center, Mantle coming on, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Kittle. Hits it to center. It's going to drop for a base hit and take a hop. It's going to take a funny hop on Mantle. Luzinski's going to make second on the double. Kittle's going to come to the plate with Luzinski in scoring position. A good run for Luzinski here. It's a big run here in the 7th. Luzinski's in scoring position with 1 man out and Kittle at the plate. Yeah, they're going to do it. They're going to run for Luzinski in the 7th. It's earlier than I like to pinch run. It is much earlier than I like to pinch run. But Luzinski is a disaster in the field, and it's an opportunity to get Mike Squires in the game, who's the best defensive first baseman I've ever seen in my life. So he's in to run. And then play first base. Kittle at the plate. Terry to the belt. Yogi looking for something a little stronger than vape in his dugout. Kittle's 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch. Hey, strikes out Kittle. There's 2 gone. And now Vance Law, who's 2 for 3 with a double against Terry. Squires working on his lead. He wants to score on a single. The pitch from Terry to Law. To center, Mantle coming on. He makes the catch. It's time to stretch him out as the White Sox blow another opportunity to score. It's 2-1 White Sox as we go to the bottom of the 7th and stretch them out. Burns is still on, but the White Sox have action in the bullpen. It's Salome Barojas and Juan Augusto throwing for the White Sox. Mike Squires is the new first baseman. Luzinski is out of the game. And it's Boyer, Kubek, and Terry due in the 7th. Boyer is 0 for 2. Burns winds and pitches and strikes out Cleat for out number 1. That is strikeout number 4 for Brit on the day. He has walked 2. He has given up 4 hits. 1 run, it was earned, and no home runs. Kubek is 0 for 2. He stands in against the White Sox left-hander. Hey, strikes him out. There's 2 gone. 5 Ks on the day for the White Sox lefty. And now it's Terry with 2 outs in the 7th. And they're calling him back. Yogi wants the game. He wants a run. He's not going to settle for anything less. He looks down his bench. He doesn't like what he sees, but here comes Hector Lopez. Hector Lopez, pinch hitting for Ralph Terry in the 9 spot in the Yankee order. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There are 2 outs and nobody on. Lopez hit 10 homers. On the 1964 season, he hit 276 against left-handed pitching. Burns, the wind. The pitch to Lopez is hit to center. Rudy Law almost right at him. And he takes it for out number 3. The Yankees fail to score in the 7th. We're going to go to the 8th, as we often do after 7. And it's 2-1 White Sox. The new Yankee pitcher will be Stan Williams. Stan Williams is the new pitcher. 21 games, 10 starts on the season. 82 innings pitched, a 1-5 record with a 384 earned run average. He will get Luzinski, Cruz, and Burns in the White Sox 8th. The pitch to Jerry Dibby. I can't believe this, but he hung it. It's a hanger, and Dubzinski lines it down the line past a diving Boyer at third. Jerry Dubzinski is going to get an extra base hit, and now I need to vape. It's 10 doubles on the day for on the season for Dubzinski, and Jerry's got himself a double as the ceiling above me is falling. Cruz, 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff on the day. Dubzinski at second. Again, you could bunt, but Burns is on deck. What to do here? We'll see. Cruz is in there. Williams to the belt. He checks Dubzinski at second. Cruz is bunting. Cruz is bunting. He gets it down. This one dribbles toward the pitcher. Williams toward first base. He gloves it and flips to Richardson covering, and that will retire Cruz. It will advance Dubzinski to third with 1 out. And now it's Brit Burns. Brit Burns is 1 for 2. A double, a run scored, a bunt, and he reached on an error. He's also pitched 7 spectacular innings in this one. When it's over, he's driving the team back to the hotel. Stan Williams in there. The Yankee infield moves in. The Yankee infield is in. Williams to the belt. He looks at Dubzinski at third base. The pitch home to Burns. Burns squares to bunt. Burns gets it down. It's gloved by Williams. There's no chance for Dubzinski as he streaks across the plate. 2 consecutive sacrifice bunts. Williams flips to Pepitone covering first. And it's 3-1 White Sox on an RBI squeeze bunt by Brit Burns. 2 consecutive bunts by the White Sox get a much-needed insurance run. We're in the top of the 8th, and it's 3-1 Chicago. Stan Williams gives up the insurance run. There's 2 outs, and Rudy Law is up with Carlton Fisk on deck. Rudy is 1 for 4 on the day. The pitch from Williams. He lines up a hit up the middle. It's a single for Rudy Law. Fisk coming up. Now, Steve Hamilton gets up, and so does Hal Reniff in the Yankee bullpen. It's double-barreled action for Yogi Berra, and he's double-barrel vaping. Fisk at the plate. Law at first. The pitch from Williams. It's a base hit for Fisk. It drops in front of Mantle. Rudy Law around third base. He will score. He will go to, He will go to third. First and third for the White Sox. There's 2 outs. Baines is coming to the plate. Here comes Yogi walking slowly and coughing a lot. He wants Hamilton, who has not had much time to get loose, but he does not want Williams to face Baines. That's going to do it for Stan Williams. Steve Hamilton, the left-hander in the Yankee bullpen, 30 games, 3 starts, 3 saves, 60 innings, a 7-2 record with a 3.28 earned run average. He is the left-handed short man for the Yankees. The White Sox have men at the corners. It's Rudy Law at third, Carlton Fisk at first, Baines at the plate, Squires on deck. They could walk Baines and load the bases for Squires, but that would probably get Pachorik out as a pinch hitter, so they're going to stick with what they got. Hamilton to the belt, checks Law at third, checks Fisk at first. The pitch home to Harold Baines is grounded to short. Kubek goes the short way to Richardson, and that retires the White Sox in the 8th. But they had a run on 3 hits and 2 daring sacrifice bunts. Maybe not the smartest play in the world, but it got him a run. A run on 3 hits. They leave 2. The Yankees come to the plate in the bottom of the 8th against Burns. Augusto and Baroja still throwing in the Yankee bullpen. Tresh, Richardson, and Maris in the bottom of the 8th for the Yankees. It's 3-1 White Sox as Burns continues his masterpiece. The pitch to Tom Tresh. He lines it to left center. It's going to get by Kittle. It's going to get by Kittle, and it's going to be a double, a leadoff double for Tresh. The Yankees have something going. La Russa on the top step of the dugout. Duncan gives him back his vaping materials. 1 for 3. Richardson with a run scored. Burns to the belt. The pitch home to Bobby. Ground ball shortstop. That's going to hold Tresh at second. The throw from Luzinski to Squires gets him at first. Maris is up. The tying run at the plate. 0 for 3 today. Burns to the belt. Checks Maris. The pitch home. It's a hanger to right and deep. Drives Baines back to the track. To the wall. It's caught by Baines. Tresh tags. And he will make third. Tresh tags, but all it is a long fly out with a 1-base advance for Tresh. There's 2 outs now and Mantle is due. Does that scare Tony La Russa into a pitching change? It does, and here comes Tony. Here comes Tony, and he's bringing the hook. He is bringing the hook. Brit Burns with a great day in a big game for the White Sox. 7 2/3 innings pitched. 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. 1 run, it was earned so far, but Tresh on third is his responsibility. Burns is in line for the win if the Sox can hold the lead. Salome Barojas is coming on. Dennis Lamp takes Barojas' place in the White Sox bullpen. Barojas 3-3 with a 247 earned run average on the season. 52 games, 12 saves, and 87 innings pitched. He gets Mickey Mantle, the tying run at the plate. Mickey only 241 against right-handers. He's 0 for 1 today with a pair of walks. Tresh is at third. Mantle is the tying run. Barojas to the belt. The pitch home to Mickey. He lifts it to center, but not deep. Rudy Law is going to make this catch, and Barojas gets the White Sox out of trouble in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th. The White Sox on the cusp, on the brink, on the edge of taking the 2nd consecutive win in Yankee Stadium in a huge series. Can they finish the deal? It's 3-1 White Sox, top of the 9th. Squires, Kittle, and Vance Law coming to the plate. Steve Hamilton still on. Squires at the plate. The pitch to him is hit to center, but not deep. Here comes Mickey Mantle, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Now here comes Yogi Berra. He's had enough of Hamilton. He wants Hal Reniff, which might be a little strong, but he's going with him anyway. Reniff, part of the Yankee bullpen in 64, 41 games, 9 saves, 69 innings, a 6-4 earned run average, 6-4 record with a 3.12 earned run average. Kittle at the plate, 1 for 4 with a strikeout for the White Sox Rookie of the Year. 1 out in the top of the 9th. The pitch from Reniff to Kittle is a base hit up the middle. Kittle is aboard. Kittle is aboard, and here comes Vance Law, who's 2 for 4 with a double. You gotta know La Russa wants another run. You just gotta know it. Reniff to the belt. The pitch to Law. He's not bunting. He is taking ball 4, which moves Kittle to second. Kittle is at second for Luzinski. Nobody's warming in the Yankee bullpen. Luzinski is being called back. It's going to be Greg Walker. Greg Walker to pinch hit for the Dibber. Luzinski's day is done at 2 for 4 with a double, a run scored, and a soul-crushing rally-killing double play on his ledger. Here comes Walker, rookie first baseman, pinch hitter, 280 against right-handers on the season. Left-handed batter, Reniff a right-handed pitcher, Kittle at second, Vance Law at first. There's one man out. The pitch from Reniff to Walker. Grounded to short. That's Kubek. To Richardson for 1. The relay to Pepitone, not in time as Walker beats the wrap at first. Kittle advances to third. Walker is safe at first. Vance Law is forced at second. And now Julio Cruz with 2 outs and men at the corners. Reniff in a king-size jam wants to hold the Sox where they're at. Salome Barojas is standing in the on-deck circle, but you gotta know he ain't batting if it comes to him. Cruz in there, first and third, Reniff to the belt. The pitch home to Juice. Grounded to second, Richardson to Kubek, and that will retire the Sox in the 9th. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, the Sox have stranded 15 runners in this game. They lead, amazingly, 3-1. As we go to the bottom of the 9th. Barojas is coming back out. Augusto, who's thrown a game and a half in the bullpen, and Lamp are still in the Sox bullpen staying loose. Fletcher will be the new White Sox shortstop. Scott Fletcher taking over in Luzinski's spot where Walker pinch hit in the top of the 9th. So Fletcher is the new shortstop. Batting 7th. That is the only change for the White Sox. For the Yankees, they need 2 to tie it. It's Elston Howard, Joe Pepitone, and Clete Boyer coming on in the bottom of the 9th. Barojas looking to close it out. Howard is 2 for 3 on the day. Against right-handers, in 1964, Elston Howard hit .298 and slugged .403. Maybe the most important number is the .337 on-base average. The Yankees need a base runner, and then they need a bomb. The pitch to Elston. Base hit up the middle. Howard is aboard with a single, and that's what the Yankees wanted. La Russa breathing heavily into a lunch bag in this White Sox dugout. Duncan fanning him with a towel. Barojas gonna face Pepitone. Salome to the belt, checks Howard at first. Pepitone is 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch to Joe is grounded to Cruz. He flips to Fletcher for 1, and whoa, Elston Howard takes Fletch out at second. Pepitone beats the wrap at first. And there's 1 out, but the Yankees still have a base runner. They still have a base runner for Clete Boyer. 0 for 3 for Clete on the day. And they're not going to let him bat. Sorry, Clete, 204 with a .272 slugging average against right-handers. Just isn't going to get it done when Yogi needs a long one. And I'm talking about I'm talking about a homer. Get your mind out of the gutter. Blanchard gets the nod. Johnny Blanchard. Gonna pinch hit for Boyer. He can deliver the long one. All right, here we go. Blanchard at the plate. Pepitone at first. There's one man out, but Blanchard is a double play target if Barojas can get him to hit it on the ground. Salome to the belt. The pitch. Hit to center and deep. Rudy Law on the run. He will make the catch near the track. Pepitone was already at second base. He retreats to first base as Law gets the throw in. And there's two gone. So with two outs and Blanchard gave it a ride but did not get it out of here. It's Kubek, and there's not much left on the Yankee bench. All right, so Tony's got it. .228 average against right-handers, but he's Tony Kubek. He's clutch. 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Barojas to the belt, checks Pepitone at first. The pitch home to Kubek. Ground ball second. Juice Cruz gloves it, throws to Squires, and the Sox win Game 2 of the series and advance to a potential tie for second place at 5-3. Oh, man. What a ball game. A 3-1 victory for the Sox in the Bronx. They take their second consecutive game of the series against the 64 Yankees. Let's give you the totals for the White Sox. 3 runs on 13 hits. And they committed no errors. For the Yankees, 1 run on 6 hits. And they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher, Burns. The losing pitcher is Terry. And the save goes to Barojas. So the Yankees, after 8 games, are 4-4 and in no better than third place as we go to Game 9 and the third game in this series in the Bronx. The White Sox are 5-3 and awaiting the rest of the results from today's action will be no worse than third place and could be in second place by the time the day is done. Tied for second by the time the day is done. Game 3 of the series is tomorrow. It will be Whitey Ford on the mound for the Yankees, hoping to salvage 1 game of the series against Lamar Hoyt for the White Sox, as the White Sox go for a sweep and hope for a 6-3 record after 9 games. Thank you so much for participating in the dream season. Payoff Pitch Baseball. Having a great time with you. Tomorrow on my YouTube channel will be the sports page, which will bring you up to date on all Game 8s in the season. The standings, the scores, and the highlights from all the games played for Game 8 of the season. It's an 18-game mini-season using Payoff Pitch, Cards, and Dice Baseball. My name's Kurt Berglund. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. I hope you have a great day. So long, everybody.